And up next here, we got Ian Garry taking on Kenan Song. And I was hoping they were going to give Ian Garry a step up of competition here, but you could clearly see that they're still bringing him up and want to level him up accordingly, keep getting him some nice wins. And I feel like this is a tailor-made matchup for Ian Garry. When you look at Kenan Song, he doesn't have grappling. He's not going to go in there and try to take you down, which I think is what people want to see Garry against, a really good wrestler. And he's not someone that has the cardio to push a high pace. He's not going to be someone that's getting in Gary's face and making it a crazy war. With Kenan Song, you got a guy that's a pretty technical striker, but he still gets a little wild. And he is aggressive early. He goes out there, he has knockout power, and he's going to try to land that straight or the overhand right and put you out. But he just doesn't have that slickness and the educated striking that a guy like Ian Garry does. He leaves openings to be countered, and he slows down as the fight goes on pretty significantly. He's been knocked out in most of his losses, and even though he's got a few knockout wins, I think it's going to be unlikely that he's going to be able to go in there and get inside on Ian Garry and get him in a boxing exchange in the pocket and catch him, because Garry just doesn't fight with that style. He's always going to be moving. He's going to be making Kenan have to chase him down. He's going to be trying to snipe Kenan as he comes in, and I think he's going to get Kenan tired by having him have to chase him, and eventually I think he's going to catch him and knock him out. And I think Ian Garry could even out-grapple him and show his wrestling skills in this one, which hasn't really shown in the UFC if he's really struggling with the striking, which I don't think is going to happen, but he could hit takedowns on this guy with his body locks, and his top game is actually a lot better than people give him credit for. I feel like they haven't really seen it yet, so Ian Garry, I think, has him covered everywhere in this fight. Garry has shown good cardio, good durability. His confidence is very high. And if he loses to Kenan Song, I just think it'd be a fluke knockout early in the fight, which Kenan Song does have that ability. I mean, we've seen him get some early knockouts even in the UFC, so he's beaten some UFC-level guys quickly. But to predict him doing that to Ian Garry, I think would be pretty foolish, and I feel like Ian Garry is just significantly better than him. He's a lot bigger and longer as well, and I think that's going to play a factor on the feet. And I just think that Kenan Song is going to start to get a little bit tired, either late first round or second round, and get clipped and knocked out with the counter strike coming in. And I think Ian Gary's going to catch him with a real slick one-punch KO, kind of like the Jordan Williams. It's going to look good for him. It's going to be, good for the highlight reel, and then hopefully we could see him start to fight some better guys moving forward. But give me Ian Garry. I'm going to say he wins via second round KO TKO.